Are you getting 12% or more yield from your CDs, stocks, savings accounts, IRAs, pension plan, or other investments? If the answer is no, and I'm pretty sure that it is, please pay very special attention, because the following information could make you thousands of dollars in the coming years, simply by increasing the yield on the same money you're investing now. Tori Iverson of Shasta Properties Incorporated is a professional real estate investor. I'd like to spend the next few minutes talking to you about the way you can control your investments and safely make them grow 3, 4, even 5 times your current rate. Yes, I know, this sounds too good to be true, but it isn't. What I'm going to share with you is very common in real estate circles, and it's been going on right under your nose in every city in America. Smart people have been utilizing this investment for years. In fact, there have been entire companies built around this opportunity, and those that have been used properly have grown in huge proportions. This is a very safe investment that produces high yields and at the same time provides security and liquidity. Let me ask you a question. Can you afford not to control your own investment? Does it really make sense to let a bank or broker run your investments for you? Now, they'd like you to believe that it does. Well, there is an alternative for you to consider, and that alternative is private mortgage loans. You can loan money secured by a first or second mortgage that will not only give you the safety you want, but will also give you the high yields we've discussed. Security of your investments is becoming more and more important these days, especially with the huge losses experienced by many stock market investors lately. As you know, real estate is a great alternative to the risks that's associated with stock market investing, or other forms of investments that carry similar risks. This means you have a solid real asset backing up your investment, unlike stocks, which are simply paper investments. During the last few years, the collapse in high-tech stocks was the first to hit the markets, followed by the outrageous terror assaults on our nation. In addition, we had the fall of energy giant Enron and the lack of honesty in many of the firms that audit financial statements of publicly traded companies. In the midst of all this turmoil, the demand on housing in this country has grown. In fact, more and more people are reaching out at the great American dream of owning their own home than ever before. If there was ever a perfect time to consider investing in private mortgage loans, that time is upon us. So many people have lost so much money in stocks and bonds that both scared and wise money is being withdrawn from the stock market, looking for a more predictable and controllable investment. As the stock markets have struggled, real estate has maintained a slow and steady appreciation, despite the ups and downs of Wall Street. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the investment vehicle that provides more safety and predictability as well as control is real estate. Now, let's discuss both the pros and cons of loaning on real estate. First, let's clarify what kinds of loans. I'm not talking about those high loan-to-value loans that banks and savings and loans make and got into trouble over a few years back. What we're dealing with here are very low loan-to-value loans, since all properties are acquired at wholesale. By that, I mean 80% of the value of the property securing the loan. Let me use an example to show you what I'm talking about. A house appraises for, say, $150,000. Well, using this formula, you wouldn't make a loan for higher than $120,000. That's an 80% loan to value. Now, it's obvious why this is a much safer approach than most lending institutions. Banks get into trouble because they make loans at 95, 100, even 125% loan-to-value ratios. For example, if this private mortgage loan were for the period of 12 months, the return on the initial investment of $120,000 would be $134,400. That's a difference of $14,400 in investment income profit. You will get a lien against the property. You are the bank. You are in control. Tori Iverson handles all the details. Tori believes that unless you're highly skilled in real estate matters, you should invest with a professional. And Tori Iverson will not only place the funds for you, he will get you the proper documentation to protect your interest, which includes a promissory note signed at the time of investment by Tori, and a recorded first or second mortgage. Now, all of this costs you nothing. Tori Iverson and Shasta Properties pay all costs. If you make a $25,000 loan, you send a check for $25,000 to Shasta Properties, and you get a mortgage for $25,000 and the items I've just mentioned. Do you have to collect the payments? Absolutely not. Tori will set up your account in his office and mail the payment when due, or deposit it into your IRA account. This can and should be a hassle-free investment. Is it a long-term investment? No, it can be almost any term you want. You're the boss. Usually, the private investors want a 12-month term or less, but some don't care if it's longer. You can pick a term that suits your strategy for your investment. This investment is interest only for 12 months or longer. It's your money, and it's your choice. Of course, Tori is going to come to you with a term that suits your needs. Questions. What if you want to liquidate? If you want out, it will take 45 days to replace your investment. Since your interest rate will be 12%, you'll take no discount when you cash out. In addition, there are no commissions or sales loads taken out of your investment dollars, and we do not charge an early withdrawal fee as do many banks. However, you really shouldn't make mortgage loans if you feel you'll have to liquidate shortly, but the option is always available. Just call Tori and he'll handle all of the details. You can also get more information on the web. Just go to www.shastahighyieldsforyou.com. That's www.shastahiyields4u.com. Tori has learned it's not the cost of money that counts, but the availability of it. Remember, you as a lender won't lend more than 80% LTV regardless. You're making a safe loan in all cases. You should never make a loan without a 20% safety net. If you don't violate that rule, you'll always come out a winner. So, what are your options? In comparison, mortgages could be more hands-off than mutual funds or stocks or other kinds of non-participation investments. Your money will grow 2, 3, maybe even 4 times faster than your current investments. In addition, you maintain control. Now, if you follow some simple guidelines when making loans, your risks will be minimal at best. Making real estate loans is an approved and widely accepted use of IRAs and pension plans. Think of it. Now you can not only loan out money that's been unavailable for your use, but you can make it grow rapidly tax-deferred. Since Uncle Sam isn't taking a bite out of your profits until you withdraw the funds, your money's left in the account to compound and grow. And the results are staggering. You'll be receiving interest on interest on interest, and it's all legal and approved by the IRS. In addition, Tori can direct you to a securities entity, which would enable you to earn investment income tax-free through the use of a self-directed Roth IRA. We've covered a lot in the short time we've had together, and I hope I've enlightened you on the awesome power of making real estate loans. If it appeals to you, I can't think of a better time to get started than right now. While most people are complaining about the low rates they're getting on CDs and other low-paying investments, you could be receiving 12%. And that's all the time, not just when you have a hot stock. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to continue to let other people control your money so you can get a return that barely keeps up with inflation? Or are you going to take control and make sure that when you get ready to retire, you can do what you want without worrying about money? Mortgage lending is an incredible way to build wealth in a hurry that most people aren't aware even exists. Well, you're not one of these people anymore. Go for it, and happy lending.